I got an email last night saying that a very sweet older lady by the name of Vivian is in the hospital in Weyburn and not expected to live very much longer. And I got thinking about some of the great stories that I have about Vivian. Let me share one with you. When I was in Bible college, my very first year, we had a small singing group that sang all through the year and did different things. And in the spring of the year, about this time of year actually, we wanted to go down to Oklahoma to a singing competition at Oklahoma Christian College. But we had no way to get there. We didn't have the funds to rent a bus or a van or anything. And so Dan and Vivian stepped up and gave us their van to use. And it was a really nice one, like a camper van, right? It had a table and a sofa kind of thing in the back and captain's chairs, and it was really, really nice. Here's the thing. I had no idea who gave us that van until 10 years later. They just handed the keys to our choral director and said, take the van, see you later, drive it to Oklahoma and back with 10 Bible college kids. We don't care. Have fun. And they didn't stand at the roadside and wave goodbye and say, look after our van for us. And they didn't stand there waiting for us to give them a pat on the back when we got home. It was 10 years before I realized whose van it was. That makes me think of another couple. They were honored at our Bible college one time, and they brought them out on stage, and they said something about them that I've never forgotten. If I could have this written on my tombstone, I would love for this to be the thing people would say about me, though I don't think it is. They talked about this couple and all the things that they had done to support the school and kids and a bunch of other things and all the money and time and effort they had given and stuff. And then they said this about them. The best thing about them was they gave without remembering. Man, I love that phrase. They gave without remembering. Lots of people give because they get a pat on the back. Lots of people give because somebody honors them for it. Lots of people give because they get their name on the wall somewhere. Can you give without remembering, though? Can you give without getting the pat on the back? Can you keep giving without saying, I gave to you before? They gave without remembering. I've had lots of people in my life that have been really good examples of being generous and being kind, and I need to learn that still. I haven't grown up that way yet. I'm still not as generous as I ought to be. But here's a good day to start. You can be generous today. Not necessarily with money. If you can support somebody and help somebody out when they're struggling in this time, that's a good thing to do. But you can even be generous with your words and with your kindness and with a phone call and with your thoughts and your prayers. Generosity is a good quality to think about today. Let me read you a quick passage. This is one of my favorite passages from the Proverbs. It says in Proverbs 11:25, a generous man will prosper. Here's the part I really like. He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed. That's a good thing to remember too. Hey, when you're generous, you don't lose anything, you actually gain. I think if you talk to Vivian right now, she'd say she gained a lot by helping others. And because she did it all the time. Can you refresh others today? And if you do, you will be refreshed as well.